Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. It's your man Moray DB. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know when new material coming out. IG Elephant Man _podcast, Facebook /Elephant Man Podcast, and for YouTube, hit the Paleo Hebrew in the top right or bottom right corner. And Twitter is Poster Boys. Blessings to everyone. I didn't get a chance to put the notification out today, but every day, every Sunday, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central, I will be going on. Come on and share and build with everybody. We thank you guys for coming in, for tuning in. Blessings to the Most High Yah. Blessings. We had a blessed weekend. We just thank the Most High Yah for everything that He's done, everything that He's doing. Thank you guys for coming in, stopping by. You could be doing anything, anywhere, but you decide to stop by and hang out with your brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. Make sure you share with other people. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. I have to get that IG together. Everybody loves IG. For some reason, I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm more, believe it or not, and I didn't get a TikTok to this last 3 weeks ago, maybe. Oh no, about 4 months now, 3 months ago. I have not got TikTok, but I like TikTok better. I like TikTok better than IG. I know IG is good, but I mean, I guess maybe when you get on there, when you share on IG, it asks you to share to a specific person or something, and I be sending other people IGs. It'd be spectacular, man. It'd be bells and whistles, and it'd be amazing. But I'd be like, IG, it's okay. But I like TikTok, and I like Facebook, and I like YouTube. That's just me. Everybody's different. Blessings to all of you guys. Hope you all had a blessed and wonderful week. Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Look out for that series. That series is most definitely coming up. Prospering, be in good health, even as your soul prosper. We thank the Most High Yah for everything that He's done, everything that He's doing. T Dizzle in the building. Blessings to you. Privacy, I like that name. This is a cool name. Shalom, shalom. Blessings in Yahuwah to you. All right, so we just thank the Most High Yah for everything that He's doing. Make sure you share. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm just going to be here with you guys. I'm just going to read a little bit about Deuteronomy 6 and some of 7, and we're gonna get out of here. But you know, one thing I like, sometimes the Most High might put in your spirit, or you might learn something, or He might show you something, and it might not be common, or it might not be, commonplace or whatever. Not that it's deep, not that it's exclusive, not that it's in private interpretation, but you don't see it a lot. You know what I mean? And so you just be like, you don't think too much about it. Then He'll send another ministry or minister to for as confirmation with it. You know what I mean? And it's just, oh, okay. I wasn't just hearing things or saying things for someone else to that I don't know or haven't talked to in a while, and then for them to talk about the same different things. I really believe in restoration. I really believe in restoration. We live in a time where we could just we're covenant breakers, and we could just irreconcilable differences on to the next, right? And if you have experienced a divorce or anything, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying the way relationships and different things are formed, and it's just easy to just drop folk off, and subconsciously that replacement theology it eats at me sometime, and I'd be like, wow, all right, so he's done with them, so now he's on to the predominantly Gentile church, and he's going to fulfill everything with the predominantly Gentile church that he couldn't do with Israel, right? And so it's like, well, wait a minute. Are we all born in sin, shaped in iniquity? I'm not giving Israel a pass at all. 400 years is a very long time. And now it's like, okay, Most High, you got our attention. Okay, Most High, we understand. Majority of us do. What do you want? We repent, and now, what do you want from us? What do you want us to do? How do you want us to do it? You know what I mean? We learn obedience to the things we suffer, right? And so, what do you want from us, Most High, at this point? You know, he want us to believe on His Son Yahusha, the shedding of blood. Without the shedding of blood, there can be no remission of sins. And He want us to trust in, rely in, believe on the finished work. He want us to tell others that He is soon to return, and He wants to build us up, right? The quarter Shem. He wants us to be set apart, quarter Shem, which means set apart. You know what I mean, for the Master's use. And sometimes when you try to be set apart, people try to say, "Oh, you're trying to be deep. You're doing too much. You don't take all that." Matter of fact, it take all that and some and more, right? You're not trying to be different. You're not trying to turn your nose up or look down at nobody. But it's basically like, okay, we will trust the Most High Yah, no matter what's going on. We will trust the Most High Yah, and we getting back to it, right? We getting back to it. We're learning things in part. We prophesy in part. We preach in part, but we getting back to it. But I really believe in that restoration, because that don't make sense to be like, okay, Israel, you jacked up. I'm gonna throw you away. I'm gonna make you jealous with people that is not my people, right? And then fulfill everything through them, okay? And they living in whatever kind of way, but now they got this immunity idol. You know, they could just say the sinner's prayer, and we in this dispensation of grace, and they could do whatever, however, whenever. And it's like, wait. You're doing exactly what Israel did back in the day, if not worse, right? So why would He give you a pass and not give Israel a pass, right? It's not. It's not. He said, those who love you keep my commandment, right? That's it's unconditional love with conditional statutes, with conditional with conditions. He don't stop loving you, right? But there's different things. He said, you love me, you keep my commandments. Fellowship with me, you keep my commandments, right? And so that's I think that Israel will be restored. He said it in Ezekiel 38:37, and he said, can these dry bones live? And it said, yo, only you know, Most High. Only you know. So he said, well, I'll tell you what, prophesy to these dry bones, and they will live. I'm paraphrasing, right? But in hope, we have to believe, we have to hope, that to prophesy to the dry bones, right? And then He going to restore. Shalom, brother. DeWitt Patton, what's up, brother? Blessings to you. We are EC. You already know. Dale J, thank you, man. I always tell you thank you, brother. I really appreciate you. It comes at the greatest times. I appreciate you. Ninja Firewolf, shalom, blessings to you. Blessings to you as well. So we just thanking the Most High for everything that He's done, everything that He's doing in this end time. And He's married to the backslider. He's not done, right? I think if we look at like you know how remember his name is Judge God, what's the judge name? I think he's from Detroit, Judge Mathis, and how his intro come on, and he talked about how he used to have a rough past, and he did some things that wasn't 100, right, and got in trouble. Some people he lived to tell about it, and he turned it around, right? So I think about that was like when Israel, fell out of grace with the Most High Yah. And it's like, man, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna. And some kind of way He make it. Some kind of way He do it, right? And to where you see Him at right now. So I don't think we can't give up on Israel. We can't give up on no nation, but we can't give up on Israel. He did not replace Israel with the church. And then you just say a sinner's prayer, ask Jesus into your heart, and then you do the same thing that Israel did. But you don't get what Israel got because you got this immunity idol called grace. That's I don't think that's how the story goes like that, right? And because he's been showing grace in the Old Testament too. He's been showing a lot of grace in the Old Testament. Grace didn't just come when Yahusha came on the scene. I'm gonna say that again. Grace did not just come when Yahusha came on the scene. If you read some of the Old Testament story, what they tell us to stay away from, just stay away from the Old Testament because all that's old. It's done away with. It's fulfilled. Stay away from the Old Testament, right? Grace was shown in the Old Testament when David did what he did, right? Lot, what's his name? Elijah and Elisha. A lot of different things that happened in the Old Testament. The Most High showed grace, right? And then in the New Testament, Ananias and Sapphira, when they lied to the Ruach, they fell over dead right then and there, right? Judgment was immediate. So we can't say that back in the day he didn't show grace. He always showed grace. Yahushua said, when you've seen me, you've seen the Father, right? So I'm going to read this Deuteronomy. It's not 28, but it's Deuteronomy 6 and then Deuteronomy 7. And he's just talking to Israel. It's very cool, man. It's very cool. And then I'm going to read some Daniel 3. Because what was in my spirit, I was thinking about, well, let's start off with Daniel 3. I'm going to open up in prayer. Abba Yah, in the name of Yahushua, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. Said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw men unto me. We honor you, we adore you, we lift you up in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, and we ask you to hide me behind the post, hide me behind the cross, that they may not see me and hear me, that they may see you and glorify you in the Shemayim. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we pray. Amen. So I'm going to go ahead and present this. Let's go ahead and right into the Daniel 3, because I got all three of them posted up. And if you don't have no online type Bible, that Blue Letter Bible is really cool, man. It's really good. I like it, And so this talks about Daniel, and Daniel was talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and they're in Babylon, right? And this statue is being built, and the statue was dedicated and built to the king Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon, and all the high officials was there. All of the who's who was there. All of the quote unquote important people of that time was there, right? So let's go right into it. Daniel 3 and 4. Then a herald cried aloud to you, it is commanded, O people, nations, and language, that the time ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, the dulcimer, and all kinds of music, that ye fall down and worship the golden image of the king that the king have set up. And whosoever not fall down and worship the king, worship in the same hour, be cast into the midst of a fiery furnace. So that's your ultimatum, right? When you hear this music, music that's dedicated to the golden image in Babylon, you're supposed to bow down. You're supposed to worship it, right? Right. And some people are like, man, it don't take all that, man. Just bow down, just worship it, man. You're doing too much, man. You tripping. You trying to keep the commandments of an invisible being, an invisible Most High. Well, all we got to do is just preserve your life, save your life, bow down, worship this the image, whether you believe in it or not. At least you can save your life. It don't take all that. That's how folks say. And whosoever falleth not down and worship, in the same hour be cast in the midst of the fiery, burning fiery furnace. Therefore, at that time, when all the people heard the sound, the cornet, the flute, the harp, the sackbut, the psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people and nations and languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king set up. So it said everybody did. No matter what your nation was, no matter what your language was, they fell down and they worshiped. All right. Therefore, wherefore, at the time, certain Chaldeans came near who accused the Jews or the Hebrews. They spake and said unto them, O King Nebuchadnezzar, O King, live forever. Thou, O King, hast made a decree that every man that shall hear the sound and the cornet psaltery, so and so and so and so, all kinds of music, shall fall down and worship the golden image. But whosoever not fall down and worship, that he should be cast into the midst of the fiery furnace. There are certain Hebrews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the providence of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Right, so they already, was already promoted. They was already working, right? And I guess Babylon, I did you a favor. I done hooked you up. I got you a job, right? You over the affairs of the providence of Babylon. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. They serve not thy gods, nor worship the image which thou hast set. And it's very interesting that this story can even parallel today. We don't, when we decide not to say, well, no, I'm good. I'm not. They say we doing too much. They say we stiff neck. They call us rebellious. They call us all kinds of names, right? When we say, nah, I'm good. I don't wanna worship your Abba, your God, because I got a Abba. Then Nebuchadnezzar, in his rage and fury, commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. When they brought these men before the king, Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto thee, is this true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you do not serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Trying to intimidate them. Now, if ye be ready, at what time do ye hear the sound of the cornet, the flute, the harp, psaltery, so on and so forth, all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? So King Nebuchadnezzar is getting beside himself, right? He like, I'm God, pretty much. I am the Elohim. I'm your daddy, right? I'm in control, right? So he's trying to flex a little bit. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a turn up of that fiery furnace. There's going to be some ultimatums. There's going to be some different things going on, right? If you want to participate with us, if you want to participate in our world system, you have to denounce your Elohim, your Abba Yahuwah, your Yahusha, and come follow us, right? Now, I don't care if we do a tolerance and acceptance, right? And we all worship, you can worship him and she can worship, but we gonna all respect each other. But I told y'all before, Abba don't share. He's the King of Kings, he's the Lord of Lords, he's the name above all names. He created everything, right? So when the rubber meets the road at the end of the day, we ain't trying to be difficult, but Abba don't share. To put it, he don't share, right? You're gonna have people, church people gonna even say you stiff-necked and rebellious. When you say, nah, we're gonna do the things of the Most High Yah. Watch what I tell you. And they're supposed to be for him. And they're gonna be calling you all kinds of names. But Abba don't share. When they start talking about tolerance and they start talking about all this stuff, now you ain't gotta be rude, disrespectful, right? Everybody, because everybody, we respect boundaries, we respect people, because he made us all creatures of choice in this cylinder called time until we die. This appointed man wants to die and then come to judgment. So we're not gonna run up on nobody. That's free will. They can do whatever they want to do, right? But I think what it is when you say, "Yo, I'm searching and I'm seeking and I wanna serve my Abba Yah," right? I wanna honor and restore and the things of my king and my kingdom. And it's like, nah, man, right? I'm going to force my will upon you, right? I'm going to teach you my ways. I'm gonna have you do my things, right? Even when you're doing homeschool, they still got curriculums in order for you to be accepted as you got education. There's still curriculums you got to go through, right? So there's certain ways that they want in place, right? And so when you say, "Nah, we trusting in the Most High Yah," right? When you question it, it's like you being disobedient. When you question it, right? When you question going to the moon or a dome over the earth or a flat earth or round earth, you question any kind of way, right? Rapture or no rapture, whatever. they got a problem with that, right? They have a problem with that. And the Most High already laid everything out. We just gotta read His Word. We gotta get His Spirit. We gotta see how He wants things done, and follow according to, right? Not compromising. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to King Nebuchadnezzar, said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But if he don't, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. So basically, how do you get to this point? I'm asking the chat, I'm asking people in the playback. See, we know the end of the story. So we can easily say, man, that sounds good. You know, we know the end of the David and Goliath story. We know the end of all of these different stories, right? But Isaac taking his son up, Abraham taking Isaac up, I'm sorry, to sacrifice him, a different thing. We know the end of the story when we read it, if we read it before. But to be at this place mentally and spiritually in Babylon is not overnight. How do you come to this place? To be at this place mentally and spiritually in the midst of Babylon, to be in it but not of it, is not overnight. Let's read 17 again. Be it, if it be so, our God, our Abba Yahuwah, whom we serve, is able. He is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. He can do it. At any given time, he can do it. He's more powerful than you, and he needs to be worshipped and reverenced more so than you, your golden calf, the songs you play. He is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of their hand, O king. But if not, if he decides not to in all his sovereignty, if he decides not to, be it known unto thee, we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden calf which thou hast set up. That is a whole different place of maturity, and I pray that people within the sound of my voice right now and in the playback, I pray that we as a people of the Most High Yah will be fortitude like that when they turn the fiery furnace up, when they give us an ultimatum, when they start talking crazy, right? Because they do a few little drills, then they leave you alone, right? Then they do a few more drills, then they leave you alone, right? But the Antichrist is alive and well, and he wants to take center stage, right? He wants to be like the Most High Yah, right? He wants to get power, authority, control over the world systems, right? And I like what what's his name, Truth and Editor said. It's not. It has to be, in order for it to be a global reset. It's not going to be when America's on top, Russia's on top, China's on top, regardless of the resources, regardless of the nuclear missiles, regardless of whatever they got to make them say, well, I'm better than you. Because right now we in that still in the faith, I'm better than you, right? We put our DeSantis, we put our Trump, we put our whoever, Biden in there, right? Trick Israel by putting Kamala in there, whatever, right? But because it's still, but I'm saying this whole system, this he wants to be a world leader over everybody, world police, world military, world currency, Ain't no big I's and little U's. We all good. We all equal. Can we all come together? Can we all get along? All of these wars and rumors of wars is because of religion and because of other countries, big countries punking out little countries and big bank take little bank and blah, 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 blah. We talking about, no, we all together, and it's a fake peace. It's a false peace. Because how you going to have peace without the Prince of Peace? There's no way. You cannot have peace without the Prince of Peace, right? So we got fake peace, this false peace, and then here come these people, these folk on the planet, like, nah, we're not bowing to your systems. We're not bowing to your king. Well, man, we're gonna take your bread. We're gonna take your job. You can't go into these camps. You can't do none of this stuff. And then we're gonna see who's who, right? And I'll pray that we're in the spot and the place to say, you know what, the Most High can save us, right? But if He don't, know that we're not serving you. They overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. They love not their lives to death, as it said in Revelation. That is a whole different mindset. That is a whole different mindset. To some friends and family, that's being irresponsible. To some friends and family, that's doing too much. When all you gotta do is line up and take this chip. To some friends and family, it's you don't need to do all that. Just line up and comply, right? And I'm just chatting right now. So let's finish reading that. Then when Nebuchadnezzar was full of fury, because they're gonna get mad, they're gonna be burning up, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So he favored them because they was quote unquote in line, right? They didn't stick out like sore thumb. They had a job. I really wondered how Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and it probably was others, because it ain't gonna just be four in this whole city. There's others that is keeping the commandments of the Most High Yah, living, be in Babylon but not of Babylon. And it said, how did they deal with daily life? To get names called, so probably try to bully them, and you know what I mean. When people they can't control you, they try to bully you and gaslight you and manipulate you and intimidate you. They try to do all these different things when they can't control you. So I can only see, for them to be set apart in Babylon, they had to walk different. They had to talk different. They was moving a totally different way. You're not going to be in Babylon and not blend in with Babylon and not be standing out, stood out, right? So there are people that's already watching them. They're like, okay, we finna see what they gonna do. The order, the decree came out. We gonna see what they gonna do. They're looking too hard. Oh man, it's some people that ain't doing what you said do, Nebuchadnezzar. Go get them. Like I said, if you don't do what I say do, you done, right? It might be death. It might be, you losing your job. You see how it was in exercises. California and New York was, man, if you don't do this, you can't work. What? Yeah, of your father the devil. I thought the job that I was at was going to go to that. And I was like, man, I just in the parking lot talking to Most High one. All right, Abba, you already know. They ain't, they like you ain't complying, but it's about control and submission. They want you to submit to them instead of submit to the Most High. But I digress. Let me digress. Okay, so when Nebuchadnezzar, full of fury and in the form of his visions, was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it won't be heated. Right? That is the last form of intimidation. Heat it up hotter so they can see it. Heat it up hotter so they can see what it look like. And if anybody else, because I'm pretty sure Somebody else was probably like, man, I should stand up like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I need to. That was a public, look what's finna happen to your flesh. So they like, oh, never mind. Right? Cap take a knee, and they publicly flog him. Oh, never mind. See the things that happened to with Kanye, Crazy Tail, and not to call him Crazy Tail, but Kanye and Kyrie, or they see what happened. Oh, never mind. I can't lose my endorsements. No, sir. I've been in the down. I've been poor. I ain't have it good my whole life. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Never mind. You on your own with that one. You on your own with that one, right? That public flogging, right? That humiliation, that castration in front of everybody, right? That shame. They try to do Yahusha like that. When they put Yahusha and they hung him up and hit him 39 times with the cat of nine tails, stabbed him in the side, water and blood come out, smashed the crown of thorns on his head, spit on him, beat him, pulled his beard out. The disciples like, oh, no, I'm straight. All right. Feel me? And I'm not dogging his disciples. I'm saying what happened, what was recorded. Oh, we're going into hiding. Because I don't know, we could take that cup. Man, they were sleeping instead of watching and praying when Yahushua was talking about that cup. And it wasn't even about the suffering. It was about the sins of the world being thrown on him and the Most High separating himself from him. But so you turn the fire up 7 times hotter, and everybody that even think about jumping on their side better think again. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind him, to tie him up, right? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hoses, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast in the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because King's commandment was urgent, the fire exceedingly hot, the flame first slew those that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It was so hot, the flames came out and burnt them up. And they was obeying the king. They was obeying the orders of Babylon. They was obeying the orders of Babylon. Right? And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said to his counselors, Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose. They was bound, but now they loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the son of the Most High Yah. So they was bound. They was intimidated. They was bound. They was thrown in there. And I'm here to tell you today, your trial, your tribulation, the thing that you're going through, the Most High is with you. One of his names is Emmanuel. Yah is with us. Yah is with you. Yah is with you. Sometimes we go through different things and go through trials and tribulations, and it's about as hot as this fire, right? It's about as hot as this fire. And you're like, man, I'm in here bound, right? I can't move, right? I'm done for. That's it. And then the Most High come and set you free. He come to set the captives free. You're loose in there, right? He's over the water. He's over the wind. Told the wind, peace be still, right? He's told the storm to calm down, and he's over the fire too. He's an all-consuming fire. Fire can't burn fire, I heard a preacher once say. The reason they weren't burned up, because fire can't burn fire. Man, they said that. I was like, wow, that's heavy. Man, Abba Yah is with you. So we cannot lose our confidence in the finished work of Abba Yah. A lot of us, we came up in some rough times, and no car and bus stop and groceries on the bus stop and food stamps and you name it, man. We've been through some interesting times, and some people went through divorces, and some people went to single parent households, and people went through all of that, and just was just hellish and fiery furnace. And the Most High has been there the whole way. And I used to hear that one scripture. I once was young, but now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. When I was young and I heard that, I said, that's clever. That's cute. That sounds nice. When I heard it when I'm 10, 11 years old, 8 something, 9 something, that's cool, right? That's when I was young. And now sitting here at 50, I'm not that old, but I'm not that young. I'm not nine no more. And I can truly say I was once young and now I'm older, ER, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. Right? And no matter how many cousins and how many people, and it's just, man, they just jokers run around healthy and strong as can be, big old pot or something, and everybody eat off that pot, got cornbread, and we made it, and we are making it, and we have survived, not by might or by power, but by his spirit. We weren't supposed to have, we have money to do this or cash to do that, right? Expendable cash, extra cash, just enough cash, and sometimes not enough cash. Some kind of way, Yahweh. Some kind of way, Yahweh. And it's just amazing. He keeps us, and we're being kept. And you that's even listening right now, that is in a situation, dealing with different things, the Most High is with you. Manuel means Yah is with us. Abba Yahuwah, he is with us. He is with us. He is with us. So I just think that is, we got to keep our eyes on him, right? Because if they would have said, all right, I'm doing too much, even if they would have secretly believed the Most High, and that's a public humiliation and possibly a public death. Possibly a public death. And for them to say, you know what? Nah, I'm going to be humiliated and burn the crisp in front of everybody. And he can save me. He got the power to do that. But if he don't, he's still Abba Yahuwah. And that faith said, now, this is a demonstration for everybody. Because remember, all of the chief people was there. All of the who's who was in Babylon and around Babylon was there. Everybody who compromised and went ahead and bowed down and to the golden image was there. Everybody witnessed the power of the Most High Yah. Why? Because these 3 people stood. They had a relationship intact with the Most High Yah. They had to have a relationship to say, he can do it, but if he won't do it, I won't surrender to your thing. I won't compromise. I'm not compromising to your thing. He can do it, but if he don't do it, he's still Abba Yahuwah. That's a whole nother different level. I mean, that's a whole nother different level. And Nebuchadnezzar answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose walking in the midst of fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of the Most High. Then Nebuchadnezzar came to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High Yah. Do you hear this? Even the heathen was like, yeah, because I've never seen nobody overcome this. You are definitely the servants of the Most High. You are definitely servants of the Most High. Ye servants of the Most High over what? over my statue, over Babylon, over me, over Marduk, which is one of their gods, over Baal, right? Over Ashtoreth, over Dagon, over all of these different gods. You are the Most High, servants of the Most High Yah. Come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth in the midst of the fire, and the princes, look, I told you everybody who was there. The princes, the governors, the captains, the kings, the counselors being gathered together saw these men whose bodies the fire had no power over, nor was a hair on their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire passed upon them. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the Abba, the Father of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who have sent his angel and delivered his servants and trusted in him, and have changed the king's word and yielded their bodies. That's what I'm saying. To this point, they love not their lives even unto death. They yielded their bodies that they may not serve or worship any god except their own God. Right? And they put all these gods in here. They got the God and they got their own God. Right? Therefore, I make a decree that every people, he changing this decree now, that every people, nation, and language would speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be cut in pieces, and their house shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other. There is no other. There is no other. There is no other. There is no other God that can deliver after this sort. See, this showdown got to take place. We got to get our minds right. We got to get our hearts right. We got to get everything right. We got to get we got to get ready, because the whole fantasy of flying away and being raptured away, there ain't no glory in that. Ain't no glory in that. But it's a lot of glory in this. It's a lot of glory in this to be like, yo, you know what? In front of everybody, get everybody. Come on. Biden, Trump, Kamala, whoever the world leaders, Schwab, everybody, come on. We finna do this thing. We finna make a decree, a declare. We finna pass a law. We better do gates. Gates, come on. The gates of hell shall not prevail. Come on, don't get me started. The gates of hell the gates of hell shall not prevail, no matter what foundation they got. See, Abba, y'all get the glory out of this. But we got to have our heart and mind right in front of everybody. Y'all about to be publicly flogged, humiliated, and or killed. And then the Most High show up. And then the nation's going to go, oh my goodness. Your Abba is the Abba. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to say, I'm gonna hold on to my endorsement. You got to be wise. You got to outbid out of wisdom. And you have, okay, I feel you. And I'm not making fun of you if that's where you at. Right? But the Most High will get glory out of this. This is incredible. Are you seeing this story? Their house will be cut to pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. There is nobody else. Man, we got Marduk, we got Baal, we got Ashtoreth, we got Dagon. Man, we got to take care of them. We got to bring fruit at their feet and carry them around and do all this different stuff. And we got to do all it. Man, ain't no other God can deliver after this sort. Then what did he do? The king's heart is in his hand. He said what? Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. They didn't have to compromise. They didn't have to join no Illuminati. They didn't have to do none of that. They stood 10 toes, 12 tribes, 10 toes down, representing the Most High Yah. And the Most High blessed them. He preserved them. He was with them in the fiery furnace. They gave him glory, and then man gave Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego glory. He promoted them. So now everybody around like, oh man, I bowed down. I was scared. I seen the flames. I see this, that, and other. Who am I? Right? They got the people sitting around Nebuchadnezzar like they big and bad and they control and running stuff. Right? Having these mountains in Switzerland, having these meetings in Switzerland, talking about the fourth industrial revolution and all that. What the devil's talking about? Man, don't get me started because I'm gonna lose more subscribers. But I'll digress. But anyway, the Most High Yah is Abba. He's the greatest. And I don't have to read the other one. And I hope that wasn't too cutty, because I don't know. But that's where I'm at. And blessings to all y'all. I'm about to read the comments in a minute. But man, you serve an awesome Abba Yahuwah. You serve an awesome Abba Yahuwah. Us being Israel, true Israel, is just icing on the cake. Right? Because if he'd do it for a heathen, how much more would he do it for his little ones? How much more would he do it for his beloved? If he'd do it for the stranger grafted in, who for some reason think that they replaced them, and you got people that's Israel that's thinking they're still a stranger, thinking they Gentile, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother different lesson. He blessing them. How much more? So I believe that's the reason why he tried to get us in fear. He tried to get us intimidation. Perfect love, shalom. Perfect love cast out fear. His perfect love cast out fear. His perfect love will cast out all fears. I just think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. That's a showdown. So if we get raptured and fly away, he can't get the glory out of that. And some people explain it like, well, he's going to come, he's going to do the wrath, and he's going to, yeah, I get it. And we're not subject to wrath, those who are his. But I think it'd be more glorious. Even the Elijah story, Elijah and Elisha, when he got with the prophets of Baal, it would be cool to preserve Elijah and he don't have to go through no harm, hurt, or danger and sit in the cave or somewhere, no, but it's more glory if you go 10 toes down against the devil and come out victorious, because that's a witness to everybody around. Man, you got, even in that story, and I'll probably read that story next week, everybody who was worshiping Baal and everybody who was in, Babylon and Syria and all this different stuff, prophets of Baal, when they seeing this stuff coming down, licking up wood, wet wood that was watered, that had water on it, you think they're gonna still serve their fake gods? When they see, I'm using gods today. When they see your Most High do his thing, the demonstration, power demonstration. Yahushua came on the scene in love. He hung over with the publicans and the sinners, but he came with power and demonstration. They like, man, look, this dude, we got to explain how he doing this. It must be Beelzebub. He must be Beelzebub. You must be doing magic or something. I don't know. He healing the sick, raising the dead, cast out devil. Man, this dude got to be doing some Beelzebub magic or something. It's like, nah, man. I'm showing who I am, whose I am. I'm showing what's going on. That demonstration, that power, greater work shall you do. But if we running and we hiding and we scared and we don't want to rock the boat, We just gonna just no, man. Oh no. We ain't doing that. They call you stiff necked. They call you rebellious. They call you hard headed. They call you don't want man. Just do. Nah, man. I ain't doing it. We have been stubborn and rebellious for less. Some of y'all within the sound of my voice have been stubborn and rebellious for less. Right? About to lose it all over your ego, your pride, over that man, over that woman, over that principle. You about to lose it all over that. How much more the glory of Yah? Well, I got to operate out of wisdom. I got to feed my kid. Are you want to think about your kid when you was caught up in a moment? You about to go upside somebody's head, right? Or whatever the incident was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody on the chat and everybody that's playing the replay. You're about to risk it all. Think about your life. You're about to risk it all because it's an incident that whether you cause it or not. I'm just saying, you about to risk it all. Look at people getting off of here. That's cool. I'm just saying, you about to risk it all over that. How much more for Abba you? Now we want to operate out of wisdom and we want to be smart and we want to do things right. Okay. You try to preserve yourself now when it comes to the most high stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to have time to go into the other ones, but I am about to read these chats. Camp 4, what's going on, man? Shalom, man. Yeah, I want the Ravens to do their thing, man, but I don't know, man. Flowers is kind of tripping a little bit, man, but he's still a beast. Hopefully next year. Shalom, blessings to you, Yvette Rivera. Shalom. Blessings. Yeah. Hebrew Awakening. The Great Hebrew Awakening. We were just talking about that last night. Yeah, and I don't even think the whole thing is to be mean to people who have not awakened and to be treating people that's the wild olive branch that's grafted in, treat them all kind of way. I don't think that's it. Yelling at, I don't think that's it. It's about demonstration, power. It's about self-control. I think that's what it's about. But yeah, that Hebrew awakening. Because how can you explain this awakening the last couple of years? Folk don't even know other people. Just awakening all of a sudden. It's a time. It's a season. It's a way. Now we might not have everything right per se, but we know that it has to come to pass. Case in point, I'm getting off here. When Yahushua came up on the scene, his disciples and all of them, they read Torah, and there was things about restoration of the kingdom. So they like, bet, we believe that's he here. You know, he's Mashiach. All right, come on, we finna go beat up on Caesar, we finna go beat up on Rome. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. That's not this dispensation, right? They knew it was coming, but it wasn't right then. They're like, I'm coming as a lamb right now. I'm coming to lead by example. I'm coming to establish all fivefold, right? I'm coming to restore the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I'm coming to restore some truths. I'm coming to restore different things that the Pharisees and Sadducees and this Hellenistic Christianity then destroyed. I'm coming to get some stuff back in order, right? I come to lead by example. I'm coming to get some, and then I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna give y'all power, right? And then when I come back, I'm come back as a lion. I'm come back setting up, but not right now, right? I leave. I go prepare a place. So they knew it was coming, but it wasn't. That wasn't the time. Even the devils, they didn't know when the man was full of spirits. And what did the devil say? The legion say, have you come to torment us? They know that their time is going to be up in a minute. They know that Israel had to be restored. They know a lot of different stuff. That's the reason they fight tooth and nail. You can say a man can say he a man. You can say you Egypt. You can say you anything you want to. It's the first time you say you Israel, and everybody lose their freaking mind, church included. Church go crazy. What you mean? What's wrong with that? And I ain't beating up on the church, but I'm just saying they go nuts because you say you Israel. Oh, that don't matter. Okay, well, pray for me then. Don't worry about it. Be good. So anyway, so there's a dispensation of time. So I know they probably was kind of tripping when he ascended. When they seeing him ascended into the heavens, they probably was like, dang man, what the heck happened? I thought he was coming to coming to restore everything. You know what I mean? Now he did this. Now he said go into the upper room and wait. We come on one until you're gonna be endued with power. I'm gonna send my ruach. Go there, be on one accord, right? Then it was the next dispensation or whatever. Ernest Higgs in the building. Blessings to you, right? Might too much for you. Shalom. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. So it wasn't time yet. It wasn't that they was just okay. Well, we just gonna throw it all away. No, see that? Folk be ready to throw the whole thing away. Okay, it's 2019. It's past 2019. No, give it some time. It ain't in our time. It ain't by our might or by our power. It's by His Spirit. Sister Rochelle, blessings, blessings. Right, blessings. So, in this timing, it's gonna jump off. In this timing, it's gonna jump off. Right. That don't mean we just oh man, because a lot of times too, it's uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, and you giving it, and they be like, they trying to find stuff wrong with you or your family, or so they can discredit it and call it, cuckoo, right? I don't like that. I ain't used to hearing that. Big Mama ain't never talk about that in church because it wasn't the dispensation for that. It wasn't the dispensation for the awakening, right? Now that we at the end of this book, dispensation for devils know that too. They're like, man, we're gonna do something. We have to close these borders off. We can't be letting them fly. We got to make them do this. We got to make them do that. And they running scared because they know the Most High is real quick to get into bread and circuses. Bread and circuses. Give them bread, give them circuses. They will not revolt. Give them bread, give them circuses. They will not revolt. They will not revolt. That's where we're at. We love entertainment. We can entertain, and we know how to entertain, right? And we will not revolt when we're uncomfortable, whatever, right? And so I digress. Elephant Man Podcast Network. We're gonna have some things going on pretty soon with a grow culture. Yeah. That's a grow culture. Growth, health, and collective sustainability. So we're gonna be going into some of that as it warms up. Make sure you go subscribe to that channel too. That's only like 44 people, 44 subscribers on there. But I just started about a month ago. We're gonna have recipes. We're gonna have different ebooks to download and different tips and tricks. So go over there and when you can, and if you can, and subscribe to that channel. So Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversation dealing with elephants in the room. I am out. Perfect. Perfect.